Yeah, clearly. It was relief in the end. Especially after what happened Wednesday. And those last 8 minutes, and especially, of course, the last minute where we conceded a goal, you are so frustrated because I knew, that is not only that moment. That moment can also have impact for the next game or for the games that are coming up. And I think you saw today, after us conceding the 2-1, that maybe for the first time this season we were a bit like, after conceding in the last minute against Everton, I think that was in our heads a bit. And that's also why we as a team were so furious Wednesday.
Just too nervous for Arne, how can you stop that when it's a long way to go in the season and then explain the stadium from everywhere?
Sorry?
The nerves seem too much in the second half.
No, I don't think the nerves were too much. I think it had also to do with how Wolves came out, and Wednesday we showed immense mentality in the most difficult circumstances we faced this season. And then going 2-1 up and then playing the last 15-20 minutes the way we played, with all the things that happened in those 15 to 20 minutes. And then to come out with a draw, that was very, very, very hard to take. And then today 2-0 up, we had to deal with thinking we scored the 3-0. Completely correct decision that he disallowed it for offside. Thinking we're going to score the 3-0 with a penalty on Mo. Again, in my opinion, a correct decision for the VAR to turn that decision over. And then immediately receiving the 2-1. Yeah, that is mentally not always easy. And that's why these wins are probably even more important than when you outplay Tottenham like we did here 2 weeks ago with 4-0. It's so difficult to win a game of football. People always feel like, you've got Mo Salah, what are you talking about? He will always score for you a goal. And no. It's so difficult to win a game of football every 3 days after everything you go through in a season. So that's why this win is an important one going into a very tough week where we hope we can show the same mentality again in both teams, but play a bit better on the ball. That's clear.
Did you take Konate off at half time because you were worried about him getting sent off? And is there any update on Gakpo?
Yes, I took him off because of that. Because I saw him getting his first yellow. That was for me a soft yellow. If he would have gotten the second one for a shoulder push, that would have be a soft yellow. So then he would have been sent off by 2 soft yellows. I think the referee felt the same. That's why he didn't. But I've watched football so many times in my life, and I know that a player and the referee is then under pressure. So every next foul will lead again to maybe a referee that thinks, maybe I should give him. I think back on 3 days ago. But for Ibu it's so difficult to play 45 minutes of football against a strong Wolves team. So I had to take him off because you can't play football knowing in your head you can make a foul and playing against such good players as Wolves have. And Cody didn't have a yellow card or whatever. He got a knock in the Everton game. A few of us got a knock, but he got an injury from that. That wasn't a joke. It was just.
Will he be okay for Wednesday? Or?
Under debate. It's fast Wednesday already, so let's wait and see. It wasn't a soft knock then.
It's been a bit of a tricky season for Quansah at times. It's been hard maybe to get up to the levels of last season, but what did you make of him in the second half today? Obviously a massive moment for him, making that block late on as well.
Yeah. I think all the boys showed great character, great mentality in the second half, but I think everybody has seen recently already, because he's played a few games recently, that he did really well, and I see in training sessions that he is back to being the same Jurel as he was in pre-season. I think he had a bit of a hard time after being taken off at Ipswich, and then the first 2 or 3 games after that when he came in, well, he was also in a bit of a struggle. But he's just showing now what he's shown in the last 2 or 3 months on the training pitch, but also when he comes in, that he's back to his old level. And then you can see how important he is. Again, today you saw how vital players like Jurel and Bata also are for this team. Because if you want to achieve something, of course you need the goals from Mo or from Lucio or from all the others. But you also need these players that if you depend on them, that they bring up performances like this.
13 games to go. How are you dealing with the pressure, the expectancy? Can you enjoy a game like that when there's so much riding on it?
For a large part, I enjoyed the game, but I didn't enjoy the last 20-25 minutes. But I do enjoy that part of my job, because it's the same for the players. Of course, we all like to bring the ball out from the back from great combinations leading towards the most beautiful goals. But as players sometimes have to fight. As a manager, you sometimes have to be pragmatic as well and understand, okay, this is probably not our game in terms of football. Then we as a coaching staff have to be ready to make decisions that help the team in those moments. That's what we try to do. We're bringing a type of player like Wata in, bringing Dom Soboslai to the left wing to neutralize that threat there as well. So it's enjoyable this as well, but I prefer the one where I see Maite playing one triangle after another, leading to chance after chance.
You could have another 13 finishes like that, couldn't you?
Sorry?
You could have another 13 finishes maybe like that?
I think in the season, I don't know if I said it here, but in the season, when the boys came in, I felt they were a bit down maybe, a bit like, wasn't our best performance. That probably tells you also how well we've played during the season, that we weren't even that happy with this win. And I said to them, listen, this win is maybe even a bigger accomplishment than outplaying Tottenham here with 4-0. Because in a season where you want to achieve something, no matter what you want to achieve, but if you want to achieve something in a season, you need to play good football. That's the basis of success. But if you don't have the mentality to win difficult games, then you will never achieve something. That's why I was so disappointed for the players and so frustrated when I was in the dressing room after the game when we played Everton. The boys did so well, fought so hard and deserved, in my opinion, to go away there with 2-1, not in terms of football, but in terms of mentality. But we didn't get that one, and now we got it today.
Very last one.
I think after Wednesday there was a little bit of mental fatigue maybe setting in the second half. Now, do you ensure that in the last few months that, you know, the team don't get fatigued and kind of refresh every game without hectic fixture schedules going to be?
I think the question is how I deal with if they get fatigued.
Yeah, how are you going to deal with that? Because did they look a little bit leggy, do you think, in that second half after mentally after Wednesday night on, which is what happened?
Yeah, but I never judge a situation on 20 minutes. So Wednesday evening I saw a team fighting till the last second, pressing, working, being so fit. I want to take into account these players are not tired, not at all. They are able to play every 3 days in the highest intensity. But you have to take the mental part of the game into the occasion as well. All the events that happened Wednesday evening, it's not only working hard, what did it do to us mentally as well, these last 8 minutes of injury time. I can even tell you what it did to me mentally, so let alone what it did for these players that had to run so much. So then if you come into this game, and again, things go against you, not again things go against you, but with the disallowed goal and the penalty, both correct decisions, and them scoring, it asks a lot from your mentality if you are indeed maybe a bit more tired. But these players are able to be Wednesday all on it again, and Sunday as well.